No mai, haere mai, and welcome to TSB Arena in Wellington as we get ready for round 4 action in the Rapid League. It is the hometown Wellington Saints taking on the Taranaki Airs. The Saints third on the ladder up against the bottom of the ladder, Taranaki Airs, as it currently stands. I'm Brenton Vanessaroy. Alongside me in commentary, I have the pleasure of the 6-time NBL champion Troy McLean. And Troy, we're back at it again at TSB and very much looking forward to this matchup.
Yeah, the pleasure's all mine, Brenton. Appreciate you. Yeah, it's going to be a good matchup between Tuta here and Hassan Manure. I think they're going to be a really good matchup here.
As we look at the standings, the Saints, as I said, in third place on the ladder after their first defeat so far against the Tuatara on Monday night here at TSB Arena, while Taranaki Airs, they're coming off a 12-point defeat to the Franklin Bulls on Monday as well. They are 0-4 so far to start season 2026 of the Rapid League. There's the starting 5 for the visitors. Cooper, Tuta, as Troy mentioned, leading their scoring with 10 points a game. Tamatea, Tuhaka and Pern, starting 5 for the visitors, the Taranaki Airs, this afternoon. Well, Wellington Saints, as I mentioned there, Chris Tupu in charge, the Rapid League coach, the gold veteran at this level, Munia, their leading scorer, Robertson, Chunga and Latu. A side that's been getting contributions from throughout the 5, and here we, as we mentioned, the player spotlight, Munia and Tuta, their 2 top scorers, and as we see there, defensively, I think it's going to be the big challenge for the Airs, Troy.
Yeah, stopping the wave of offense coming from the Wellington Saints is going to be a big mission for Taranaki, but they look like they're up for it.
Of course, coached by Andrew Green, as we see the officials, the crew chief Sampan and his 2 assistants, Hayden Pipe and Amy Jo Clark, in charge of this one. If you haven't watched Rapid League before, a reminder, 4-minute quarters. It's rapid, very short breaks at quarter time and half time. All pretty much done in the best part of 40 minutes. It's quick fire, it is rapid, that's what it's called. Called that for a reason.
Interested to see how Aubrey Chunga has a start this game. Held pretty low scoring the last Rapid game, so he's a big piece of this for this group.
And he does the starting tip up against Lyric Tuhaka. And wins it for the Saints. Have first possession in this ball game. Munia banging bodies with Tamatea. Foul on the floor.
A little bit of a hand check there. Good execution there by the Wellington Saints. Showing a lot of poise. Let's see if Taranaki can rattle the cage a little bit.
Latu. Hand off to Chunga, who drives and mishandles, but knocked away by Airs player. Will be out of bounds and it remains Saints ball. Shot clock down to 9.
Aubrey getting a little bit stuck in the middle there, looking for the kick out to the corner, but lost a bit of the handle.
Latu. Shot clock down to 4. Robertson has to go to work. Floater doesn't drop. Big strong rebound by Tuhaka.
Taranaki looking to push. Now settling in.
Tamatea. 1-1 with Robertson and gets the kiss off the glass. Good layup, and the Airs are on the board first through Jerome Tamatea.
A mistake that a lot of young players make. This little negative step there, stepping out of bounds, especially on the baseline.
Yeah, Alana Robertson there. It was so impressive in his NBL debut on Monday night against the Auckland Tuatara.
Just fantastic poise. He's a winner.
Just 17 years of age. Strong drive by Tuta, but couldn't get through a couple of Saints players. Now, Alana Robertson is down.
Yeah, he took one right to the chops. Oh, he seems okay. It's getting a quick one.
And he'll get a quick break, so coming to the game for the first time is Arthur Pilcher. So the first 2 baskets of the game going the way of the visiting Ears. 5-0 they lead. Gold. Latu. Now Mania, nice bounce pass back for Latu. Good 2-man game there. And Latu finishing.
Yeah, Taranaki on drops there and found the early window pocket pass.
Kamatia.
An area of Hassan's game that he's really improved on.
It'll be Tamatia, though, earning a trip to the Chemist Warehouse stripe. Knocks down the first, Tamatia. And the second. Definitely quiet there for those free throws, which is very rare for an opposition side, but knocking both of them down. 5-point lead restored as Mania attacks the basket. Doesn't go, but earned the trip to the Chemist Warehouse stripe as well. First free throws to come for the Saints.
Hassan just loosening the defense there a little bit, getting downhill. That's all him.
You want to get hoops for your school? Thanks to Chemist Warehouse Hoops and Schools, you could go do so now. Applications now open for Tasman, West Coast and Canterbury. Check out how to apply at Basketball New Zealand's website. It's all part of every free throw made contributing to the Chemist Warehouse Hoops and Schools program. Tamatia. Three comes from Tuta, and it's good.
Rotation a little bit late there from the Wellington Saints. Gave Tuta a nice clean look.
So lead now to 6. Biggest of the game so far. Very impressive start from the Ears. Good defense there, but then give it straight back. Munir gets the ball back for the Saints. Finds Gold. Now on the wing, Chunga for 3. Rims out. Palmatia with a rebound. Quickly finds Geordie Cooper, slashing to the basket, and he is fouled.
Sam may have an opportunity, have an opportunity there to go and pin that on the backboard, but chose to wall up and stay on the side, picks up the foul.
As we saw with those Chemist Warehouse stats pre-game, Troy, only 24.7 points per game, the Taranaki Ears, and 10 already in the first quarter. Very impressive start from the visitors.
Yeah, they've been pushing the pace, trying to play the Wellington style.
Geordie Cooper with his second from Chemist Warehouse stripe is good. Timeout allowing Cooper James into the game. Xavier Pern will take a seat for the Taranaki Ears. Chunga out to Robertson, who penetrates but is well guarded. Back out to Pilcher. Now Chunga drives, loses possession, and it's a Taranaki Ears ball, so a turnover against the Saints.
Maybe an area where Arana needs to improve is his catch and shoot. I thought he had a good clean look there. Aubrey doing a good job of finding space in the corner. Great hook pass.
Yeah, Tuhaka finding Cooper. And knocked down by Geordie Cooper. Pilcher finds Aubrey Chunga, who is fouled by Tuta.
Aubrey being very active so far. Really trying to get in there and make plays. Gets rewarded here for that aggression.
Yeah. 2 free throws to come from the Chemist Warehouse strike from Aubrey Chunga. Trying to eat into this deficit. Little early hole they find themselves in. First one's no good.
Just got to see one go through for Aubrey. Hopefully that opens the floodgates for him. He is a very good scorer. I jinxed him.
Yeah, commentator's curse. Welcome to that club, yep. Troy McLean.
It may be one of many to come. Good switch there. Nice and aggressive.
Tamatea to Cooper. Penetrates. Good defense, Saints. Pucha didn't quite get his feet set. Got too much body there on the driving Cooper. So he'll go the line and shoot a couple.
Taranaki just persistent with their options on the drive. Attacking hips, attacking shoulders. Getting rewarded for the aggression.
And everyone's been contributing as well. Cooper and Tamatea with 4, Pern and Tuta with 3. So far, just the 2 field goals for the Saints. Latu and Mania, well, a couple of them from the free throw line. Miscommunication between Chunga and Latu, and another turnover.
Aubrey wide open on the back cut. Latu couldn't find him. I believe someone got a piece of that though.
Yeah, it was good defense by the Bears. Tamatea cuts it cross court. Drive is good and one. Good strong move by Lurik Tuhaka. And classy finish. We see a replay here. Driving through the contact from Pilcher and finishing. So what you'd like to see. 18-year-old.
Playing off of 2 feet. Always something that myself as a trainer and coach encourage.
Unable to make the 3-point play stick, but have a 13-point advantage with shot clock and game clock expiring at the end of that first quarter. Very impressive stuff from the Taranaki Airs. They lead by 13, 17-4.
They'd be really, really happy with that start. Saints are going to have to dig deep. Such a fast, quick game, rapid league.
And 5 of their 6 players who have taken the court have scored. Cooper with 5, 3 to Tuta. Tamatea has 4, 2 to Tuhaka, which we saw that great finish to end that quarter, and Pern with a triple as well. As we see the Sal's special this week, $30 large cheese pizza. Here's the online code, Sal's Assist 26, valid until next Wednesday. Use that code or scan the QR code on screen to take advantage of a $30 large cheese pizza, thanks to our friends at Sal's. The fans loving it here. As we watch some rapid league action. Of course, from 7 o'clock, it's a Sal's NBL game between the Wellington Saints and the Taranaki Airs. And lots of work for the Saints to do in this one.
Just observed Aaron Young getting in on that timeout with a little bit of encouragement. Very animated.
Yes. Who says the Rapid League doesn't matter when the head coach is getting involved? Usually the Rapid League assistants take charge, and it's more of a viewing kind of role for the head coaches. And that tells you a lot about Aaron Young. Was not happy with that start from his side.
And I love that from Aaron. He's really invested in these young guys. He's worked with them the last 2 years, so tough move.
And now Cooper James is on the box score with a good, strong finish over Aubrey Chunga. First field goal of the second quarter goes the Airs' way. They now lead by 15.
Wellington would need to now extend pressure, trying to...
Foul going the way of Jerome Palmatia, just 17, year 13 student at New Plymouth Boys High School. From the corner, Manier, it's good. That's what the Saints need.
Taranaki happy to leave Hassan open. Hassan making them pay.
Three coming in from Pern. Got a big hand on that, though, the Saints. Good work defensively. Now Chunga able to run. Cross court to Alana Robertson. Off the rim, but good big rebound from Chunga. Manier for three at the top of the key. That comes up short, and the Ears get possession back.
As the Taranaki coaching staff have said quite loudly just then, they're happy to go under on screens with Hassan.
Manier back with it. Robertson driving. Has his pocket picked, but legally done so.
Good quick decision, good low rip. Get himself into an advantage position.
Checking back into the game, Lyric Tuhaka. Jerome Tamatea, year 13 student at New Plymouth Boys, getting the breather. Gold inside to Latu, just a couple of seconds left on the shot clock, and he delivers.
Nice, just stayed poised. Nice pivots, used his footwork to get a nice little runner.
Another 17-year-old Latu. What's so good about the Rapid League, seeing the next generation coming through as Gold comes up with a steal.
Let's see something.
And we'll finish. Troy McLean wanted the dunk, wanted the highlight reel. Just the lay-in.
Sam is definitely capable.
From Gold. Cuts it to 8 now. Was as high as 15 earlier in this quarter.
Nice up fake.
Tuta can't finish, gets his own rebound, and then picks up the foul. Riley Tuta. As you see, Gold's going up. Troy McLean was very expectant of the dunk.
Turn that ooh into ah, as Kenny McFadden used to say.
Tuta, well defended by Chunga. Gives it up to Tuhaka, gets it back, goes round the screen. Three, comes off the back of the iron. Rebound Pilcher. He brings it up the floor. Hand off to Hassan Manier, who drives and finishes.
Caught the Taranaki in a bit of out of position on the help side. Exploited on the drive.
Cuts it to 6. Good run this by the Wellington Saints in response. Another steal. Manier driving. Stops on a dime and drops it in.
Good aggression defensively. Good hard show there by Latu. Got a piece.
It's 11-0 run. And now Manier with the defense.
Cookies.
Beautiful defense by Manier. The steal and then the finish. And he all of a sudden has 11 points. And now it's a 2-point game.
Quick runs.
Good pass by Tuhaka, finding Pern, and he finishes with the easy layup and stops that run from the Saints. Chunga turns down the 3. Manier back to Chunga. Now Alana Robertson, who drives into the paint, drops it in. Good finish by Robertson.
Good unselfish basketball there by Aubrey. Quick swing. Short closeout, led to Arana on the rim.
And Robertson, another of those 17-year-olds. Tuta for 3. Two Saints fight for the rebound and lose it out of bounds, but now foul called on the Ears. Unfortunate there is Xavier Pern. I think it was just two Saints fighting for it, really. But it's gone against the Ears. Saints will be thankful for that one.
I'm happy with that call.
As a Saints legend always would be.
Oh, and we go to the line.
Just 2.3 seconds left on the clock before the half. Mania a chance to level the game. He's really come alive. Had just the 2 points at quarter time. Now is 11. As the Saints have been able to go to work on the break. The Chemist Warehouse stripe. Reminder there. Check out the Basketball New Zealand website if you want to get hoops for your school. Thanks to Chemist Warehouse.
A lot of this momentum going the Saints' way because of their defense. Good defensive pressure. Hassan, very good hand activity. Nice aggressive shows on.
Player timeout there. BNZ player timeout. Thanks to BNZ, there are 5,000 tickets to give away to schools, sport and community groups to come along to see an NBL game. Scan that QR code on screen, fill out your group's details and grab your tickets to the big game. All thanks to BNZ. So 0.9 of a second on the clock here. What do you think they worked out in the player timeout, Troy McLean?
I often wonder what happens with players in BNZ player timeouts.
We'll see what they've been cooking up.
Yeah, I think most teams have 3 to 4 within their package, but...
Tuta, don't know if he had time to take a step and a dribble.
No basket.
It was nice, deep three, and unfortunate that didn't count, but I think it was very much a catch-and-shoot situation with this 0.9 on the clocks.
That's right.
So the Airs, though, they take the 1-point lead at the half, 21 plays 20. And to think it was 17-4 at quarter time, that's been quite the response by the Saints. Troy McLean.
Great response by the Saints, especially defensively. Good active hands, getting out in passing lanes, leading to transition baskets.
So 16-4 quarter for the Saints in their favour. Leading all scorers is Hassan Mania with 12. 4 to Darius Larcher, then a basket apiece for Gold and Robertson. While for the Airs, they have the rebounds there of Tamatea and Pilcher. Latu are the top rebounders, but scoring Cooper with 5, Tamatea with 4, Pern with 5, and also 3 to Tuta. And they've been very well balanced. All of their 6 players who have taken the court have scored so far in that first half. In fact, they all scored in the first quarter, which is very, very impressive. Mania, there we see with a couple of steals, both coming in that quarter. Also saw a steal from Gold in that quarter. It was not just defensively, they really were able to up their defensive intensity in that second quarter, weren't they, Troy?
Yeah, and turn those defensive positions into transition baskets or wide open corner threes.
So whatever Aaron Young said at quarter time,
I was just going to say,
must have got through.
That's right. I think the animation worked, and Coach Tupu seems to be quite animated now as well, so
yeah,
we may see it.
It's great to see the starters all around, the benches as well. So it's obviously just saw Jordan there. They've got others, like I think Carlin Davison was there too, all around. And I know it's the same thing on Marcel Jones, the 39-year-old, just outside the huddle for the Taranaki Airs as well.
Yeah, it is interesting to see how different teams, how they actually organize themselves during rapid, and it's like you said, really good to see starters and the full squad out here supporting these young men.
So the Saints with possession to start this third quarter. From 15 down in the second quarter, now just 1 behind. Can they take the lead? They do. Alana Robertson gets it to drop.
Good ball movement from the Saints there. And then Aruna with his patented off-foot runner.
Good response, though, down the other end. Jordy Cooper gets to finish one under pressure from Latu.
Aubrey Chunga taking responsibility for that on that backdoor cut.
Good finish from the 18-year-old rookie.
Aubrey just getting lost.
And Latu not quite there in time to deny Cooper, who completes the three-point play. So the Airs back in front. Mania was their spark plug in that second quarter. Goes to work, a foul, I think, on the floor before he went up for the shot. So no trip to the Chemist Warehouse stripe for Mania this time.
Continuing to really put pressure on the hoop with quick decisions.
Good denial there from Taranaki. Now Mania has Cooper's hand in his face, so calls for the screen. Now makes his way into the lane, and what a finish that is by Hassan Mania. Then gets tangled up under the legs of Sam Gold, which leaves the Saints short-handed defensively. Good push by the Airs to score a quick basket and reclaim that lead.
It was an amazing move by Hassan Mania right there.
And unfortunately, I don't know if we caught the replay of that, but Hassan was stuck under the legs of Sam Gold after the finish. And here we see this great move from Mania, and then under the legs of Gold. And it meant that the Saints only had 3 players playing defense and capitalized on by the Airs. And now Latu from the Chemist Warehouse stripe. Finishes with the first. Chance to level the game up once more in the second. This one rims out. Good strong rebound from Pern. Tamatia bringing it up court. Kicks it back out to Tuhaka, who then penetrates. Can't finish over Latu. Good defense from him.
Hassan looking to push.
Now Chunga driving. Out to Robertson. Mania to Latu, who loses it. Good defense this time by the Airs. Tamatia now pushing for Taranaki. A good finish from the 17-year-old at the rim.
Beautiful drive.
On the bigger defender as well.
Yeah, used his inside hand, the rim and his body to protect the ball. Nice, Hassan. Hassan continuing to put pressure on the hoop where he can.
And he had a 15-point game against the Nelson Giants last week, round 3. Well, he's well on his way there, already 14 for the Saints. Chance to add a couple more from the Chemist Warehouse stripe.
Hassan really worked on his shot in the off-season. Had the pleasure to see him put in the work and time.
Two from two from the Chemist Warehouse stripe. Makes it a 1-point ball game once more. He is clinging on to that advantage. Tamatia calling the shots. Tuta goes down an alley and then throws it away. Tamatia managed to flick it back in the front court, but then Hassan with the steal and quickly finds Pilcher, who finishes.
I know it was 2 points, but I was hoping an Aubrey Chunga special there, but we'll take the 2.
Unfortunate there for Pern as that is lost, couldn't keep a handle. And a turnover. The Saints now by 1. And a chance to extend their advantage. Latu. Sorry, Troy.
Latu and Coach Tupu must have made an adjustment at the half. They're sending Latu back to send him back to set a couple of terror screens, which is a super high sort of flat screen to loosen up the on-ball defender or the ball carrier's defender. Nice little adjustment. Gives Hassan Mania some space and time to get downhill.
Xavier Pern this time called for the foul on Gold, so Gold will go to the Chemist Warehouse stripe. Shoot a couple of free throws. Every free throw made contributes to the Chemist Warehouse Hoops in Schools program. If you want to get hoops in your schools, thanks to Chemist Warehouse in schools, you could do so now. Applications are now open for Tasman, West Coast and Canterbury. Check out how to apply at Basketball New Zealand's website or scan that QR code on screen. Successful there for Gold. Makes it a 3-point game. Gold gets a chance to take a rest.
Looking to face guard here.
Chunga on Tamatea. Gives it off to Pern. Banging bodies with Pilcher. To Cooper. Back in Tamatea's hand.
Good body swipe there from Arthur Pilcher putting pressure on Pern.
Tuta for three. It was good ball movement by the Airs, but they couldn't finish with the three-pointer. It's good play up both sides, defensively from the Saints as well. Now, Chunga. Latu. Top of the key. Hand off to Munir, who's well guarded by Pern. Manages to find Alana Robertson, who finishes. Assist for Munir.
Hassan using his eyes to sell the lie. Nice no-look pass there to the corner.
Cooper. Pern for three now. That one doesn't drop.
Almost did go glass, though.
Yeah, almost came off the glass. Now trying to play for almost the last shot here. Just a couple of second differential between the shot clock and the game clock in this third quarter. Munir with one eye on the shot clock. Ooh. Fancy footwork and dribbles to shake off his defender, and then the finish as well. And the three-quarter heave from the Airs is no good. Another impressive quarter from the Saints after scoring just 4 in the first and being down by 15 in the second. They now lead by 8 at three-quarter time, 36-28. And the last two quarters has been more of what we expected of the Saints side, Troy McLean.
Yeah, just an avalanche of scoring and transition. Great kickouts for open threes, guys settling their feet and getting it done. There's a bit of controversy here with the carry call, but I don't see it.
Yeah, is that what the officials in front of us are having a chat with? You
Yes.
might have been able to overhear that.
Yeah, I believe the rule is if they're not going anywhere or if it's no advantage, you can kind of carry, kind of not carry. It's a interesting one.
Taranaki is head coach John White having a chat with Sam Pan, the crew chief here in front of us, and wanting to discuss that one.
Again, I'm happy with the call. Good finish there by Hassan.
If you are Coach Andrew Green for the Airs, Troy, what are you trying to do here to get your side back on top? They're still not out of this game. We see how quickly, you know, runs can change a game. What does he need to do to get his Airs side back in this contest?
I think really getting up the floor and pressuring up the floor. I mean, the Saints adjustment of setting that terror screen has really loosened up the defense, but they need to get up the floor, quick shots, and look to run.
Shot doesn't drop for Tamatea. Big, strong rebound by Gold. Saints back with it.
Saints just need to be poised,
Robertson,
execute well.
Opportunity for three. Off the iron. Rebound, Tuta. Takes it up the floor himself. And penetrates, but denied by Aubrey Chunga.
That length by Aubrey.
Running.
Sorry, Brendan, there. That length by Aubrey.
Yeah.
Always causing havoc with that length. And then you add that athleticism on top of that.
Yeah, there's a lot to like, isn't he? Still a very young man, early in his basketball career, 17 years of age. Aubrey Chunga had 14 points against the Nelson Giants in the NBL last Saturday. And Munir for three. That's no good. He has 18 for the game, though, so you can't blame him for taking that shot, Troy.
Can't blame him at all.
Tamatea.
Like I said, something he's worked on, and with his effort, he deserves those types of shots. He deserves the right to shoot those.
For three, Cooper from the corner. It's good. Jordy Cooper with another basket. He now has 11. Chunga. Drive, spin move, kick out. Pilcher for three. High arcing shot off the front of the rim, no good. Tuta bringing it up the court for the Airs. They look to play quickly to further into this deficit. It is down to 5. Replay that corner three from Jordy Cooper. Nothing but net from the young man.
Taranaki building momentum here.
Xavier Pern back into the game. Lyric Tuhaka will take a seat for the Airs. Tamatia. 2.5 minutes and change remaining in this game. Only 5 points in it. Still up for grabs. Chunga to the loose ball. And the possession arrow. Believe going to the Saints. Yes. The ball was tied up on the floor.
Yeah, try to thread the needle on that one, Tamatia.
Clock is the friend of the Saints, of course. 5-point lead. Robertson getting into the paints. Nice spin and shoot. Can't finish though.
Needed to go off one leg there. Get to his favoured shot.
Cooper for three again from the corner. That one's heavy. And then Pern is called for the foul.
Latu doing a really good job there of finding his man first, then going to get the ball. Not ball watching on the rebound.
Here's rapidly coach Andrew Green. Can't believe it, you might have heard in the background. I think he adopted if you don't laugh, you'll cry mentality. Robertson doesn't drop. Rebound, James. Quickly down the court is Tamatia. Out to Pern, who tried to find Geordie Cooper in the corner again. Couldn't. Cut out by the Saints and then chased down the loose ball was Chunga. And then it comes off the hand of Robertson. He looked for the quick outlet pass for Robertson, but not able to find him as it came off Tutu, and then Robertson couldn't handle. Out of bounds goes the way of the Ears. Minute and a half or less than remaining. Ears need a basket. Tamatia outside to Tuhaka. Back to Tamatia. Can't get the little floater to drop.
Get in there, Jerome. Get in there, Jerome.
Mania. Pilcher. Robertson back to Mania. The top. Tries to take on Cooper. Cooper got a hand in there and they come up with the ball to the Ears. Quickly down the other end is Cooper. Pull up Jay. Oh, unfortunate. Look good out of the hand. But off the iron and away. That could have been a big moment in this game.
It was a big shot. Unfortunate. Saints not getting back and building walls and finding the ball. Missed opportunity there by Taranaki.
Yeah, would have made it a 2-point game with 47 seconds remaining. Instead, it's Saints ball and they lead by 5 still. Mania for 3. It's good. And he has 21 for the game, Hassan Mania.
Fantastic pass by Latu there. Draw the defense, kick to the corner.
Down the other end, Pern is good for 3. Believe it or not, that was the first field goal for the Saints this quarter as well. Been good work by the Ears. They weren't able to capitalise themselves offensively.
Sometimes that can be the case. You go in with a little bit of the lead and you want to control the tempo of the game by slowing it down, but it actually works against you.
Yeah, it's not the way they scored their points, is it?
That's right.
From playing in the half court, taking time off the shot clock. They played with pace to get their points. Mania. This must be close if it is not the season high in Rapid League. I believe there was couple in the early 20s, or at least one so far this season. Mania's previous best this season was 15.
Ooh, friendly roll.
Guessed that one to drop rather fortuitously. And now the shot clock is off from the corner, dropping it Cooper James.
Big shot.
16-year-old, just year 12 at New Plymouth Boys High School. Keeping the Ears in the game. Yeah, out of the 6 players the Ears have had on court, 5 of them from the Taranaki region, which is great to see. Majority at New Plymouth boys, or have been at New Plymouth boys. Player timeout there called by the Saints as Mania, chance to inbound.
A lot of questioning on whether or not. Okay, they're good.
Pilcher penetrates. Can't finish. Good strong rebound though, Latu, and he is fouled. And that should do it. Latu finishes here from the free throw line. There's 4.2 seconds remaining on the game clock in this Rapid League game.
Still plenty of time. 2 possessions though, so expect a BNZ player timeout.
And that's exactly what has happened. Chance to advance the ball, of course. Latu, though, successful from the line.
Darius Latu having a big impact though in the second half, especially on the rebounding and attacking. Setting great terror screens up the floor, working hard.
Thanks to BNZ, there are 5,000 tickets to give away to schools, sport and community groups to come along to see an NBL game. Scan that QR code on screen, fill out your group's details and grab your tickets to the big game. All thanks to BNZ. So what are the players cooked up here out of that players' timeout? Is obviously need a quick basket, and then they need to force a steal, or so Tuta will go up. Almost off the glass and in, but that will do us. So the Saints pick up their 4th win of the Rapid League 2026 season, and that's after coming from 15 points down in the second quarter. Quite some comeback. They trailed 17-4 at quarter time. That made it 19-4 early in the second, but they trimmed it to 1-point deficit at half time. They made an 8-point lead at 3/4 time, and it's finished a 5-point win, and it's Hassan Munir with 22 points. Special praise for Geordie Cooper with 11 for the Ears, and Pern with 10 for the Ears, and Robertson and Latu both with 7 for the Saints. But Munir, 22 points, more than half of his size points. That's clear season high for him and the Saints. Latu with 8 boards, an absolute beast on the glass. That is massive, getting almost double digits in these Rapid League games. And Munir with 3 assists, Tuta with 5 assists as well. A number of kickouts to the corners from him. And Gold, Pilcher also a couple. Gold also with a block, as well as Aubrey Chunga, 2 for the Wellington Saints. And Munir with 3 steals. Gold, Chunga and Latu all with 1, while Tuta and Tuhaka for the Ears picked up 1 each as well. So 5-point win for the Wellington Saints in the over the Taranaki Ears in Rapid League action. We'll be back at the top of the hour as we have Sal's NBL. The defending champion Wellington Saints up against the Taranaki Ears.
Thanks, family! Welcome back to TSB Arena as we continue our 2026 campaign. I need you all to make some noise and welcome our team back to the Wellington Court. They are the reigning, defending NZNBL Third Seed 5 champions, our Wellington!
Shit.
No mai haere mai, and welcome to TSB Arena in Wellington as we get set for round 4 action in the Sal's NBL. It is the reigning champion Mills Albert Wellington Saints taking on the Taranaki Airs. Both sides ensconced in the top half of the ladder. A great way to start round 4 action. I'm Brenton Van Nistelrooy. With me in commentary is 6-time NBL champion with the Wellington Saints, Troy McLean. Good evening to you, Troy. Very much looking forward to this matchup, which, just like on Monday night, should be a good clash of styles.
Yeah, I think very similar. Taranaki coming off a close one, but Saints as well coming off a close one, but I think Taranaki needs to watch out for this avalanche of offense that is about to come out then with Isaiah Liafa coming back to the fray.
Who will win? There, scan that QR code to give your vote, your shout. So who will win? So far 100% to the Wellington Saints. Expect as the votes come in from Taranaki, that may level up a bit. But the Wellington Saints, very impressive on Monday night. A bounce-back win after 2 defeats on the road to beat the previously unbeaten Auckland Tuatara. So they are 5th on the ladder. The Airs, with a 3-1 record, are just above them in 4th, tied with the Tuatara and Rams, just behind so far the unbeaten Otago Nuggets through 3 rounds. And so far it's only the Hawks who have yet to pick up a win in season 2026 of the Sal's NBL. As the crowd is getting set here at TSB Arena, always get great support here to the Wellington Saints. And these are the upcoming games still to come in round 4. Tomorrow night we'll be at the Edgar Centre in Dunedin as the Nuggets take on the Jets. Then on Saturday, starting us off midday, is the Tauranga Whai taking on the Franklin Bulls. Later that afternoon, the Giants and the Airs from the Trafalgar Centre, and then finishing it off at Napier as the Hawke's Bay Hawks take on the Auckland Tuatara. So plenty of big action here to come on Sky Sport. This action in the Sal's NBL, as we have a chance to look at the starting 5 for the Taranaki Airs. Cook Jr., Samuel, Jones, Vea and Green are their starting 5. So Cook Jr. leading the league with 11 assists per game. They also have the top scorer for them so far is Xavier Green at 17 points per game. But earlier today, the point guard for the Taranaki Airs, Aaron Cook Jr., caught up with our very own Troy McLean.
Hey Aaron, hey, you're rolling with around 11 assists a game, man. You're orchestrating your group and their actions and tempo really well. What's your focus coming in against the Wellington Saints?
Pretty much the same thing, you know, controlling the game. We know that they like to get out and transition and run. So we're going to really try and slow them down, try and play at our tempo and not at their tempo.
Yeah, great. How are you finding the pace and physicality of the Sal's NBL?
Man, it's a great league, man. You can tell that a lot of these guys played at really high levels. You know, it feels like college. It feels like the higher levels. So it's been a really good experience so far with the physicality, and I'm getting used to it at this point.
And you just mentioned you're loving New Zealand?
Yeah, definitely. Like I've been telling my team before I signed here, like I wanted to play here for the past 2 or 3 years. So it's great to actually be here and be on the court now. Awesome.
Awesome to have you. Appreciate you.
Thoughts of Aaron Cook Jr. there, the point guard, his first year in the Sal's NBL, leading the league currently with 11 assists per game, also chipping in with 15 points per game as well through the opening 4 games for the Taranaki Airs. Now for the home side, the Wellington Saints. This is their starting 5. Unchanged from that which played on Monday night against the Tuatara. Davison, Ingram, Alia, Hunt and Pepper, who is 3rd in the league with 25.3 points per game. But a player who isn't in that starting 5 but is a big addition to the Wellington Saints this afternoon. He caught up with Troy McLean.
I'm here with Isaiah Liafa. Welcome back, brother. How's the prep been for the week and how's the recovery going?
Yeah, it's been good. Obviously, the boys have played, you know, the 3 games in 6 days. Obviously, the game on Monday versus Tuatara, and not being able to do too much, you know, on the floor, just trying to keep the bodies right. But obviously, mentally being in film and getting their recovery in. But for me, it's been a a long process and a long journey. So just been grateful to finally step back on the floor.
Nice. And you mentioned the lungs are getting there, but the legs maybe not be doing what the mind wants you to do.
Yeah, for sure. Obviously, had a little scrimmage yesterday just to get the legs going and lungs, and yeah, I'm just honestly just excited and grateful and blessed to be able to step back on the floor. And it's been a long 5 months, but kind of enjoyed the process.
Awesome. Good to see you back, brother.
Yes, Isaiah Liafa back after a broken foot, kept him out of the opening 4 games for the Wellington Saints. Of course, a big part of their championship winning team last year, named outstanding guard of the Sal's NBL for a Kiwi in 2025. And Troy, this is the tail of the tape. What do you make of this?
97.8 points per game versus 85. If the Saints can get to around that 93 points, it's going to be a long night for Taranaki. Carlin Davidson matched up with Xavier Green. This is going to be a great matchup. Both athletes. Carlin, I think, is playing some great basketball, so hopefully we can see some magic.
Well, Carlin Davison, we haven't even spoken about him, but this must be quite emotional for him. I know he's not back in Taranaki, but playing against the Airs, where he played 6 seasons as well. Outstanding last year, the outstanding New Zealand forward in the Sal's NBL, part of the All-Star 5, and now he's seeing his mates on the other side of the floor.
Yeah, he spent his entire NBL career with the Airs before this season, so yeah, it's a bit of a reunion game for him. I'm sure he's ready to go.
The crew chief, Callum Welsh, Sampan and Hayden Pipe, his assistants for this one tonight, as the Wellington Saints get ready to take on the Taranaki Airs. 5th plays 4th on the ladder. And a check-in with your shout. Well, look, it's gone from 100% to the Saints. Now 53% backing the Airs to get this one on the Saints' home floor. Of course, the Saints are 2-0 at home so far this season. Their 2 defeats coming on the road. Taranaki here face a big challenge against the Saints on their home floor. But with the quality they do have, and we understand more quality to come as well, Troy McLean, hearing that they've got another import to come.
Import on the way. I think the Taranaki people heard your shout out. And Taranaki Hard came back, so yeah, they keep going up in percentage there.
Yeah, well, the Taranaki hardcore, they are parochial. They are passionate about their area, that is for sure. And of course, a lot of the Saints fans, you expect them to be in the building rather than watching on Sky Sport. But thanks for your votes. You can still continue to do so. Yourshout.vote, and also on that QR code that was on screen previously as well, as we see the Saints, in their huddle. The bleached hair of Hassan Munir, who had a big game in the Rapid League earlier this evening. 22 points as they came out 42-37 victors over the Airs.
So interested to see how Coach Aaron Young uses Isaiah Liafa and Elijah Pepper together. It's going to be a very interesting chess match between the 2 teams.
2 out-and-out scorers. It could be a lot of fun with those 2 once Isaiah's fully fit, right?
That's right. Do they play him on the ball or off the ball? We shall see.
Yeah, a lot of very exciting talent in the Saints team. Obviously, Carlin Davison, former Air, as we just spoke about. He does a bit of everything, doesn't he? 15 points a game, or there about 8 assists, 7.5 rebounds.
He's a quiet assassin.
Well, the other end of the floor, of course, Aaron Cook Jr., Xavier Green, the 2 Americans, their leading scorers, and Cook Jr., as we noted in the pregame, 11 assists per game. We also get the vet. You can't forget Marcel Jones, 39 years young, still getting it done, and year 15 in the Sal's NBL. One of the former Saints, of course, along with Tane Samuel as well.
I've had the pleasure to play with both of those gentlemen, and they do bring a lot of athleticism and a good IQ.
Yeah, if you've played for the Wellington Saints, there's a good chance you've played with Troy McLean, I think it's fair to say. As we're all ready to go. It'll be Aaliyah up against Green for the tip.
I'm hoping Aaliyah can give us a spectacular dunk like the last game against Tuatara. arguably the dunk of the year.
Yeah, certainly the dunk of the season. It's going to take some beating as well. If you haven't checked it out, make sure you check out the Sal's NBL socials. That was an incredible dunk by Aaliyah. There's the early pass from Pepper, just too much for Carlin Davison to pull it. So early turnover against the Saints.
They try for a little alley-oop, quick alley-oop play. Aaron Young, very well known for that as a first play to get the crowd and the team into it. Just came up short there.
There. Inside now to Samuel, banging bodies with Hunt. Good defense by Jordan Hunt.
Great block by Jordan. I thought Dane had good position there.
Yeah, gives up a few kilos to the big body of Samuel, does Jordan Hunt, but good strength shown there, good block as well. And going down the other end and now earning a trip to the Chemist Warehouse stripe.
Again, Carlin making great decisions, just waiting for that last cut to come downhill from Jordan Hunt. Jordan Hunt quietly had 15 rebounds against the Tuatara, which is of great benefit for the Saints side against the big three of the Tuatara.
Yeah, we've got to apologise for that because we somehow missed that in all the excitement on Monday night. Big performance, as we mentioned, against that triple head monster that they have inside for Jordan Hunt to go to work and get 15 boards.
Jordan starting to fit in.
Green, uncontested, good finish, gets the ears on the board.
Taranaki looking to show on all of these pick and roll actions. Hand in the cookie jar.
Foul on Samuel. His first. Davison surveying his options, now has engaged Cook Jr. Bounce pass, well read by Samuel. Comes up with a steal, and he brings it up court. Attacks Hunt. Good work again by Jordan Hunt. And Samuel can't finish. Now Davison throws it up for a clear. And we have another highlight reel from the big man. The smiling assassin.
Off of 1 foot, just getting up.
No matter what happens, Aaliyah has a big smile on his face. And why wouldn't you smile after that?
Aaron Cook Jr. really starting the game, putting good pressure on the ball carrier, taking them out of their rhythm. He's effected 3 plays so far, just with putting good pressure on the ball.
Yeah, as well as those 11 assists a game, he's up there amongst the league leaders for steals too. There's Cook Jr. Troy spoke to him pre-game and showing his wares as he gets that early jumper to drop as well.
Yeah, Saints willing to go into a drops coverage there, giving up the mid-range.
Pepper throwing it up to Davison. That's the alley-oop show here at TSB Arena.
They got the athletes to play this way, above the rim. Nice pass there by Elijah.
Yeah, he's shown his incredible scoring so far this season, but he can assist as well. This time Samuel's 3 doesn't go. Aaliyah rebound. Pepper pushing it up court. Lovely footwork, and as we've seen through the 4 previous games, that mid-range is money.
Just got him on the reject there.
Great footwork this time by Cook to send Ingram scrambling.
Put Ingram on skates, but good recovery.
Ingram for 3. It's good.
It's going to be a long night for Taranaki if they're going under on a lot of these things.
All of the starting 5 on the board for the Wellington Saints. Green for three. Rebound Davison.
This is dangerous for Taranaki.
Bounce past the Hunt. He momentarily lost it and then tried to find Pepper, but was fouled. He was trying to find the Australian beyond the arc. And what a welcome for Isaiah Leafa, the captain, back on the floor for the Wellington Saints. Missed the first 4 games with a broken foot, which of course curtailed his NBL season for the Breakers as well. But very exciting piece added to Aaron Young's side. In year 8 in the Sal's NBL.
Might take him a little while to get his lungs, but I suspect they'd be ready to go. Seen him as well down at Akotangi, working on his game. Always been a really, really hard worker.
So it's Dante Ingram who takes an early seat as Leafa finds Pepper. Pepper from the baseline hits the back of the board, the side of the board rather, and rebound goes the way of the Ears. Cook Jr. goes down the screen from Jones. Now gets the mismatch he wanted with Hunt. Gives it off to Samuel. Now Green turns down the 3, spins into the arc. Good defense, Davison, but Davison, he was caught in the air and called for the foul on Xavier Green.
Xavier Green doing a good job of getting Davison off the ground and then jumping into him to create that contact.
See a replay of that here. Good patience shown by Green. Getting Davison in the air. Sam Gold checking into the game for the first time for Jordan Hunt. Also Quinton Bailey for Taranaki Ears has come on. There's Marcel Jones, I think the player, to get an early rest for Taranaki. Green successful with the first. And the second. Makes it a 3-point ball game.
Yeah, this is kind of what I was interested in. Who's handling the ball up the floor for the Saints? Do you play... Great steal.
Great work by Cook Jr. Pushes the tempo out to Vea. He turns down the 3. Samuel slows it down. Gets them in their half-court set.
This is
backing
good for
down
Taranaki.
Davison.
Good for Taranaki. Just a lot of patience. Let's play in the half-court.
Great pass from Samuel. Great finish from Cook Jr. 1-point game now. Gold. Good pressure from Cook Jr. But then great pass from Davison and movement off the ball from Gold. And Gold finishing at the rim.
Davison just orchestrating things. Great assist there.
Vea for 3 is good. All tied up, 13 points apiece. Pepper, spin move. Patience, doesn't get the and one, but he'll go the Chemist Warehouse stripe, a chance to earn them.
Right back at you, Xavier, getting him off the ground, going into that contact, picking up the foul.
First on Xavier Green. Marcel Jones does have a couple of fouls, that's why he checked out the game early.
Athletes, they do like to jump and try and go for blocks, so getting them off their feet is a little bit easier than non-athletes.
Pepper successful with both from the free throw line. Coming off that 30-point performance on Monday night against the Auckland Tuatara.
Something Taranaki have to be mindful around in terms of their putting the Saints to the free throw line.
Good work from Alana Robinson, the 17-year-old, on the bigger body on Bailey. Bailey can't convert. Leafa trying to find Gold. bit too heavy on the pass, and Gold can't haul it in. Turnover. He is back with it.
He is still going with the hard show coverage.
Cook Jr. taking on the 17-year-old Robertson. He couldn't finish, but Bailey's there to clean up. We're all tied up. 15 points apiece. Isaiah Liafa tries to go through a couple. Steal from Green. Running the floor is Cook. Back to Bailey, who runs into a couple of Saints players. Can't finish, but good strong work by Vea. Gets the rebound and a trip to the free throw line. Shoot 2 from the Chemist Warehouse stripe.
Timeout here from Coach Aaron Young.
And that's a second on Alair as well. That's why he wasn't happy with that one. Made his way straight off the court. Good little comeback, good little run from the Taranaki years, and orchestrated by the 2 imports, and Cook Jr. and Green.
Yeah, also Wellington not necessarily taking care of the ball. A couple of turnovers, forced turnovers there, leading to Taranaki getting out and creating in space. But yeah, Aaron Cook, a couple of nice right to left crossovers, getting into the paint. Smoked a layup like his last one, but I'm sure that won't be a frequent thing. Maybe he's too used to passing the ball.
Cook Jr. and Green with 4 points apiece. 5 is scored so far. They're equal game-high scorers, along with Elijah Pepper. He has 4 for the Saints, who have 6 players so far, troubling the scorers in this one. There's still 4 minutes and change remaining in this first quarter. Coming out of this Saints timeout.
Taranaki also have 4 fouls. Got to be mindful of going into the bonus with 4 minutes to go. You don't want to put the best free throw shooting team in the league to the line too often.
Yeah, if it is close, free throw percentage, Troy would certainly favour the Saints over the years.
Definitely, particularly on the flip side with Taranaki being quite low on their percentage.
There.
Yeah, 56% from the free throw line for Taranaki. Off to a good start though.
Yeah, that's bottom of the league currently through opening 3 rounds. As the crowd managed to get Vea to miss his second. As he is though now by 1. Robertson. Gold. Leafa. Back to Robertson, who's pointing where to go. Finds the lanes cleared, so attacks the basket. Can't finish though, the 17-year-old.
The Saints finding some success with rejects on the screen. Rejecting the screen is
great work by Pepper. Forcing the mistake from Green, and back down the other end. Can't finish, but following up is Hunt. He can't finish either. Rebound Marcel Jones, who's pushing the tempo. Cook. Green around the horn to Vea. Back out to Green.
See if they can get this ball back to Cook.
The corner to Jones for 3. It's good. Great ball movement by the Ears, and they punished the Saints that time.
Yeah, the baseline help there. Not sure who it was. Over responded to the roller, and then just freed up the corner 3.
I think, like you, a lot of them thought it was going to go back to Cook Jr. Hunt, 4-3 from the corner, back down the other end. Good response from the Saints. Showing his range, Jordan Hunt.
Good hands there from
Gold, but it goes to Vea for 3. Doesn't drop. Liafa pushing the pace. Pepper. Can't finish. Great to see Liafa back in the Sal's NBL, pushing the pace after missing the opening 3 rounds with injury.
He seems right at home.
Doesn't seem to be blowing too much yet either, which is a good sign for him. Doesn't get it to drop this time. Jones, and Jones having a word with the officials, thought maybe he got a bit of a bump.
Yeah, you're not getting a good post-up look with Isaiah Liafa.
Robertson.
He's one of the best.
Can't convert down the other end. Now Cook Jr. going to work. Dished out to Green, back to Jones from the top this time. A couple of big threes from the vet.
Good ball movement there from Taranaki, giving him enough space to get open.
Quick 6 points from Jones. We are for Gold. Hand off to Hunt. Hunt wasn't expecting it. Thought Gold was going to go to the basket himself. And loses it.
Sam needs to be a little bit aggressive there, a little bit more aggressive. It's athletic enough to just go up and punch that on someone.
Aubrey Chunga has checked into the game for the first time tonight, along with Riley Tuta as well for the Airs. So two of the players we saw in rapid league action very prevalently earlier today. Now suiting up Sal's NBL. Good move, Green. Blew by his defender with ease.
Way too easy there. Again, rejecting the screen.
Davison calling the shots. Round the screen set by Gold. Now going to work on Xavier Green. Hard off the back of the iron, rebound Green. Now Jordy Cooper pushing the pace. Green from range.
That's a deep three.
Just short.
Oh, they want to go quick to the mismatch, what they consider a mismatch. Let's see how he goes.
Ingram going to work on Cooper.
Yeah, that's a problem for Taranaki. They may have to look to double or switch that matchup.
Yeah, certainly. Jordy Cooper, the 18-year-old rookie, up against a very experienced player, and Dante Ingram. Good finish again by Green.
Two poor possessions.
Ooh. Oh, another alley-oop. This time for Aubrey Chunga, the 17-year-old to finish. Davison again, the general. Shot clock about to expire.
Good hand there by Jordan.
Good
Stay down on
again. Hunt on Tane Samuel.
That's right. Stay down on the initial up fake and then meet him at the top.
But it is the Airs by 4 at quarter time. Taranaki 26, leaving the Wellington Saints 22.
Come back, get a voucher, chuck it on the ground, and then go again. Levi, you gonna go that way? Mateo, you that way? You guys ready? In 3, 2, 1, let's go! Levi and Mateo coming out to the court to give it a go. Mateo gets the first one. Levi, let's go! Keep going, buddy, keep going. Levi gets one as well. Mateo down the other end, about to get a second surely. Levi's got a little confidence with him now. There's your spot. There's your spot. Let's go, Mateo. Mateo gets two. It's two apiece. Levi going for 3. Light work, Levi. Light work. Let's go, Mateo. Keep going, buddy. There you go. 3 apiece now. Levi's got his spot. That boy. 4 for Levi. Almost 4 for Mateo. Keep going, buddy. One more, Levi. One more. Count in on that one, my man. Here we go. One more. That will do it. Ladies and gentlemen, give a round of applause for Levi and Mateo.
Quarter time here at TSB Arena in Wellington, and game between the Wellington Saints and Taranaki Airs. Tip-off round 4 of Sal's NBL action, and it's the visitors with a 4-point advantage, as this is the big Sal's deal this week. $30 large cheese pizza. Use the online code SalsAssist26, valid until next Wednesday. Otherwise, scan the QR code on screen. Thanks to our friends, naming rights partner of the NBL, Sal's.
Too many turnovers in the first quarter for the Wellington Saints. They're up to 7 already. Coach Aaron Young will be addressing that.
Yeah, that was certainly one thing that popped out of the box score. Also 5 assists to Carlin Davison. As another 3 from Marcel Jones to start the second quarter. Nothing but net. The 39-year-old still getting it done. Good response from Dante Ingram. Back down the other end for the Saints.
Good execution in that last possession by Taranaki, and the Saints doing what the Saints do in terms of their pace.
Cook doesn't get it to drop. Thought Davison was above the cylinder. Might have been goaltending. That's what certainly what the Taranaki ears thought. And then a timeout is called by the ears as the Saints went down the other end and got another quick basket.
That's right.
But he can understand their gripe. Certainly from our angle, it looked like he was over the cylinder, Troy.
Well, I'm not sure about this. I thought he got a good tap on it. I thought the ball was just on its way out. It is a FIBA rule, a lot different than the NBA. But I did not think that was a goaltending.
Always bleeding blue.
Or basket interference is what they call it.
Yeah. So timeout called by the ears. They saw their 4-point. We see a replay of it. Might be a better angle of proceedings.
No.
Now you're happy? Yeah,
happy with this. Tapped it off the backboard there. Ball was definitely on its way out.
And that's what the officials saw. That's not how the ears bench certainly saw it. And then to rub salt into the wound down the other end. The Saints get a quick basket. Ingram now has 8 for the Saints, 7 for Pepper, 5 for Hunt as well, while for the ears, so it's 3 threes from Jones, Marcel Jones with 9, 8 to Xavier Green as well. We'll see how the ears respond out of that timeout.
See if Marcel can keep up that hot streak. Things tend to get back to the mean. We will see.
Samuel bringing the ball up the floor. Samuel can't find Cook Jr. Good defense by Ingram. Then Samuel just decides to take on Hunt all by himself. But he's been getting called for the offensive foul. Pushing away Hunt.
That's a good call. If Dane didn't extend his elbow, I think he'd be fine, but something to be mindful of for him. Jordan Hunt doing a good job. Just getting his chest in front.
Ingram for 3. Heat check. Doesn't drop, but Hunt with the O-board and the finish. Good little passage of play from Jordan Hunt.
Saints looking a lot more comfortable as a group.
There on Aaliyah. Takes him on. Good finish. Oh, it doesn't finish. Unfortunate roll. Rebound Davison. And Hunt.
Baseline step out of bounds.
Yeah. Well, even the more experienced players can do it. I know you mentioned it during the Rapid League that younger players sometimes not so sure of where they are on the court.
Yeah, I think players get a little bit excited. We used to have a fine. You step out of bounds on the baseline below the bend, it was an immediate fine. At training too, so people quickly learned you should not step out of bounds.
Yeah, I don't think Jordan Hunt could quite believe it. Year 7 in the Sal's NBL. Good finish there by Bailey up and over Aaliyah.
Mr.
Little
Fundamentals, Quinton Bailey. Little baby hook. Great back cut.
And Leah tried to turn it into a spectacular 3-point play.
The Saints looking a lot more connected than what I've observed in the last 4 games with them. Like I mentioned, I think they're starting to really find their identity, especially now with Zay back. Provides that extra leadership.
Oh, it's understandable with a lot of new pieces, right?
That's right.
Carlin Davison, Elijah Pepper, Aaliyah, all new to the side. Ingram as well. As that drops from Pepper.
Tough shot. I'm pretty sure he double pumped that. Oh.
And he's absolutely flattened by Quinton Bailey down the other end and runs into a screen.
Yeah. I think Aaliyah's going to hear it from Elijah Pepper at some stage during the quarter.
Ball still in play though, no chance for Pepper and Aaliyah to catch up.
Pepper looks fine.
Yeah, he's a strong boy. Cook Jr. with the finish from the free throw line, the J. Davison, who's pulling the strings in the first quarter with 5 assists. Can he get another here? Gold can't finish. Pepper does. He's automatic with those mid-range Js.
He loves his midi.
Green bringing the ball up court. Vea. Bailey. Backing down Aaliyah. Yeah. Money with that baby hook that time. Getting a bit of a roll off the back of the rim. As Liafa running the floor. Davison finds him.
In full stride. Isaiah Liafa getting out in transition. Great to see.
And that's where he so often hurts. He doesn't with the speed off the ball.
That's what he brings as well. Just that defensive intensity. Great active hands.
And it's first time Xavier Green would have experienced Isaiah Liafa there defensively. Came out on the wrong side. As the ears making a change. Samuel about to come in. Jones checking back out. Pre-game, he's sharing a few words with Marcel Jones. You know, he's about turning 40 later this year, about how to play in the NBL and later in your life.
Yeah, he had a few questions about what I did for recovery and things like that when I played in my I won't say old age, but old age, I guess, in basketball terms.
Gold for 3.
But yeah, cold recovery, saunas, these types of things. Plus, I had the vet card that I used all the time, and thankfully my group was real happy for me to use that card.
Gold for 3 again, the opposite corner. It's good. Back-to-back threes from Sam Gold.
Great execution there from the Saints in terms of the quick swing, just getting through hands quickly. Charge. Oh.
Liafa thought he'd drawn a charge, so did Troy McLean beside me. Officials didn't see it that way. Blocking foul called on Liafa. There's a good chance for the ears to take a breath as well. Get to the Chemist Warehouse stripe. Try and slow down this pace from the Saints.
They limited the Saints to 22 points in the first quarter. Not necessarily on pace to do that this quarter.
No, already with the 19 and 4 minutes and change in this quarter. Unsuccessful with the second. Xavier Green. Rebound Saints. Hunt. Pepper for 3. Rims out.
Pepper, so crafty off the ball.
Cook Jr. calling the shots. Green. Looking for Samuel. Eventually finds him with the bounce pass. Backs up Ingram, got the mismatch, but couldn't convert. Good defense by the Saints. Now Pepper open 3. It's good.
That connection. Isaiah Liafa to Elijah Pepper.
And he has 15 now, Elijah Pepper. 11 so far in the quarter through 5 minutes and 2 seconds. And this is what he does.
Real crucial point in the game here for Taranaki. Stop and a score. Just stop the bleeding here a little bit. good option here.
Great work by Cook to find some space against a good defender as well in Ingram. Got that air space to shoot and finished. Oh. Hunt banged a couple of times, I think both Samuel and Cook Jr.
Hunt doing a good job of just keeping the ball high.
And that one going on Cook Jr. It's his first. Pepper. Ingram turns down the three, tries to drive on Vair. Good defense though by the swingman for Taranaki, and then Robertson having to throw off a three. It comes off the front of the rim, and the ears push. Green with the floater.
Xavier Green, an unwilling shooter at the three-point line.
Which is surprising given he had pretty good three-point percentage in his 3 games this season. Ingram slips and gives it off to Pepper, who finishes.
This might be just a small sample size for Xavier Green. Hence the hesitation, but we shall see.
Because of that slip, mops her out on the floor. As I mentioned on Monday, brand new floor here at TSB Arena from Europe. Made by the same people who made the floor for the Adelaide 36ers. And early reports a much more reliable bounce than the previous floor, which Troy had some fond memories of, but maybe a lot of others wouldn't. Nice move from Vea.
Yeah, good spin move there. We've got Elijah on the back heels.
Luca Vea in his first season in the Sal's NBL, but played a lot over in Australia. 25 years of age, averaging almost 10 points a game early in the season. Luca Vea.
I believe that is the example of the horsey. And we have...
Yeah, we were discussing haircuts off there, weren't we, Troy? So the horsey, explain to our viewers.
I believe it's higher on the back of the head as opposed to low, like I believe Tuta has what's considered a rat's tail, which
is what we used to call a rat's tail anyway. I'd never heard of the horsey. But you obviously got young kids who bring you up to speed with all these kinds of things.
Yes, my young daughter Harper keeps me up to speed with everything, TikTok and the like.
Which will be great when we have a TikTok game. We'll leave Harper in charge of that one.
She'll be all over it.
5-point game.
Staggered away here to loosen up Xavier.
Green.
Great hands.
Davison coming up with it. Can he finish? Instead he tips it to Pepper, who finishes. And Pepper just can't miss this quarter. He now has 15 for the second period.
Just showing his athleticism, Davison, and then just a nice dump down for Elijah.
Well, Davison must be approaching double-digit assists as well. 5 in the first. Now Pepper, who's one of the top men in the league for steals, getting his hands in the passing lane. There's 2.2 seconds left on the shot clock for the Ears. Cook forced to go wide, gets his shot up, but it's off the target.
Davison wants to run.
Didn't see the option this time, so it showed some patience, then found Hunt, got the mismatch he wanted.
Davison just orchestrating the whole time, putting people in position, very patient, pushed the ball really hard there, got to position, saw that Hunt had good position inside. Nice little wet pass.
I know you spoke about it pre-game, and here's another replay of that pass, finding the matchup he wanted with Hunt. Good finish from Jordan Hunt as well. But you spoke about with the two guards playing on the floor, and Liafa and Pepper with they be off the ball? And for large parts they have, haven't they? They often had Davison running the point.
Yeah, I mean, and I think fair. He's come in and he's doing his thing. I think it really suits his maturity level. He's grown so much over the last 2-3 years that it's awesome to see that he can come out here and perform and do his thing.
Against his former side, of course, in the Taranaki years, where he spent the first 6 seasons of his Sal's NBL career. Coach John White, his first season with the Taranaki Airs as well, talking over things. And here's the Saints huddle with Coach Aaron Young. Of course, defending champion Wellington Saints, 13 banners up here at TSB Arena. Aaron Young leading them to the title after he was on the losing side in 3 straight grand finals with the Auckland Tuatara, which is quite incredible.
We're so happy for him and the franchise getting it done last year and running it back this year. Very difficult to win back-to-back, but they're on stride to get that done early on in the season.
So the starting 5 on the floor for the Airs. Well, 4 of the starting 5 on the floor for the Saints as Davison gets a break, and Liafa, pretty handy replacement off the bench. Of course, it'd usually be in the starting 5. It's still only just first game back from a broken foot. There, finds Green. Green for 3 is good. Well, no hesitation to shoot that time.
He's making me a believer.
I think he just likes it from distance, doesn't he?
I agree.
He doesn't like it close to the 3-point line. He has 12 points, Xavier Green, to lead the Airs. Liafa left open. Short, but big rebound from Alia, who finishes.
That's a breakdown there from Taranaki, leaving Isaiah so open in the corner.
Yeah, Alia, just his second field goal. Has been in some foul trouble, so has sat for large parts of this second quarter. There. Samuel calling the shots. Green for 3. That one, unfortunate to bounce out. Ingram bringing the ball up the floor. Hunt. Now Liafa in his hands. To Hunt. Another beautiful pass. And a good finish as well from Hunt, who gets the and one. Marcel Jones called for the foul that time. And that'll be the 3rd on Jones.
Just textbook here, attacking the outside hip of Dane and then finding the diagonal, the straight dive there from Jordan Hunt. Isaiah Liafa showing his high IQ. Could have got the ball on, but decided to attack the outside hip.
Of course, every free throw made contributes to the Chemist Warehouse Hoops and Schools program. You want to get hoops for your school? Thanks to Chemist Warehouse Hoops and Schools, you could do so now. Applications open for Tasman, West Coast and Canterbury. Check out how to apply at Basketball New Zealand's website or scan that QR code on screen. So 10-point game. Less than a minute remaining in the first half. Pepper, who's leading all scorers with 19, wanting to add to that, and does. And that's where he is, in this league, almost unguardable.
He remembers, I think he reminds me so much of Pritchard, who plays for the Boston Celtics. Similar body type, similar shot, loves the mid-range.
Samuel for 3. Can't convert. Vea chases down the rebound. Samuel again back with it. Tries to spin move on Pepper. Great hands
Cookies
from Pepper. Stayed in front. Finds Liafa. And Liafa, he finishes. He now has 4 on his return. Game clock is off. Or shot clock is off, rather. Shot comes up. Doesn't drop from Green. Rebound from Ingram, who has the player timeout. We'll see what the clock is adjusted to here, as officials having to remind John White this is a player timeout, so no coaches involved in the huddles. And obviously get a chance to advance the ball, and they're going to reset the game clock to 1.8 seconds.
it's always difficult as a coach to not want to coach during the BNZ player timeout. But it's also, I like it. It gives the players some freedom and autonomy to sort of do what they do, see what they see.
See what they come up with here. Gold from the top for three. Oh, off the back of the iron is no good. And Hunt put back was out off, not in time. And now Troy McLean will make his way down and no doubt try and find one of the leading Saints performers so far tonight. There's the Saints with a 14-point advantage at the half. And it's Troy McLean who's going to chat with Carlin Davison, who's been orchestrating things for these hometown Wellington Saints. It's been very impressive performance as we're ready to go.
I'm here with Carlin Davison. Hey, great start to the first half of the group, leading the group with assists. What's it like orchestrating this team? You're playing Pepper and Zay off the ball, gives you and affords you the opportunity to be a bit of a point guard. How are you enjoying that?
Love it, man. Like Coach Aaron just letting me play, and I have so many weapons around me, man. All I have to do is pass the ball, and then it goes in.
Yeah, nice. I love the poise. What's it like playing against your old team?
Hey, man, I love some of those boys, but yeah, it's another war. It doesn't matter.
Nice. Good luck for the second half. Appreciate you.
Carlin Davison, their 9 assists in the first half for the Wellington Saints as they lead the Taranaki Airs 60-46. We'll be back very shortly as we dissect that first half and get ready for the second.
Fold on. Yo, what is that? Wow. Emily. Nice, I like it. Jill, there you go. Couple of minutes to go. Emily, another one for you. Jill, again. Bonus points, not so much. Oh, good. Oh, mate. Oh, she's stepping out further now, Emily, is it? The confidence is getting high. One more for Emily. Jill. Maybe a little bit closer. One more, Emily. That's you. One more, Emily. Keep it up, keep it up. Let's go, Jill. Oh, 2, 7, 7. Emily, that's your last one. Fold the sheet. Finish it off. There you go. Give it up, Emily. She's made 5. Why do you go for 6? Okay. You do you, boo. Light work. Yeah. Emily, you're done and dusted. You're all finished. Jill, we can call it a day as well. Ladies and gentlemen, Emily, you're all done, mate. You're all done. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Emily and Jill for coming out and doing a halftime competition. Thanks to our game day sponsor, Village Accommodation Group. Now let's welcome back to the court, the Angels.
Half-time here at TSB Arena in Wellington. The opening game of round 4 of the Sal's NBL, and it's the Wellington Saints with the 14-point advantage as the Sal's Pizzas are out in full force. Brenton Vanessaroy alongside the 6-time NBL champ Troy McLean, and that was a very impressive second quarter there from the Saints, Troy.
Yeah, like they do, just overwhelm teams offensively. 19 assists, 24 rebounds total versus 9 assists for the Taranaki Airs and 13 rebounds there. So just a dominant second quarter.
Yeah, and the turnover, there's 7 of them in the first quarter, only 2 in the second quarter, excuse me. Here we see the tail of the tape with the points. Pepper with 21. He only had 4 at quarter time. Green leading all scorers for Taranaki. Jones with a quick three-pointers has 9. Cook Jr. 9 as well, while Hunt and Gold 11 and 8 for the Saints. And then we see 6 rebounds by Jordan Hunt. He's having a big game as well after having 15 boards on Monday night as well, while a number of contributors for both sides are there. And then we see Davison, 9 assists. Leafa's got a sneaky 5 as well. And then Elijah Pepper, and as you just touched on, that assists has been a key stat, Troy.
Yeah, they're just picking Taranaki apart. Whoever's open, they're diming them up.
Hunt with 3 blocks as well, and some big ones on Samuel. Pepper with a couple of steals, Davison with a steal as well. A couple of steals each for Samuel, and Cook Jr. 2 for the Taranaki Airs. Big thank you to Chemist Warehouse, the official stats partner of the Sal's NBL. As we said, a half-time entertainment here at TSB Arena in Wellington, as the crowd certainly enjoyed that second quarter where they turned it on after being down 26-22 at quarter time. A 38-point quarter to 20, and the Saints have this 14-point advantage at the half. We'll take a break and then be back with second half action here from Wellington.
he gets off the ball, and now you have other guys, Isaiah Liafa, Elijah Pepper. Ingram's having a good game, so yeah, it's a tough one for Taranaki. Let's see how they go.
Yeah, just 2 points for Carlin Davison in the first half, but 9 assists. So he was very much orchestrating that second quarter performance in particular by the Wellington Saints as they turned a 4-point deficit into a 14-point lead. As the starting 5 back on the floor for both sides, it looks like. I must mention 3 fouls on Marcel Jones, the only player with foul trouble. Aaliyah and Davison have 2 for the Saints, and Samuel and Cook 2 for the Airs. Aaliyah, lovely spin move, gets to the rim, surprisingly can't finish. He's disappointed with himself.
Yeah, he's
but all smiles, as he always is. Kesha Leah plays the game in the right way.
He should have dunked it.
Well, from what we saw on Monday night, yes, he should always dunk it.
Yes.
Pepper knocking down the first points of the third quarter.
The Saints have cooked a few layups. But,
they are.
Immediate double team from the baseline.
Samuel working on Hunt and finishing. Good couple of moves to eventually find the opening.
Yeah, it's definitely in Dane's package of moves right there.
Aaliyah left open for 3 and says, thank you very much. Yes, I can dunk a highlight reel, but I can also show my range.
A little walking through there. Inexcusable, really, from Taranaki. Need to match up.
Samuel again working on Hunt. Help comes from Aaliyah.
Everybody clap your hands.
Seems like a concerted effort from Taranaki to get Dane Samuel going.
Foul on Hunt, that's his first. Samuel came into this game third leading scorer for the Airs with 13.5 points per game. Knocks down the first, of course, former Saint, Taranaki Samuel. Unsuccessful with the first, and tip rebound from Aaliyah to Davison. No look pass from Davison to Aaliyah, who kicks it out to Ingram, who drives and finishes.
It just seems to be lots of driving lanes out presenting themselves.
Yeah, their offense is absolutely hissing at the moment for the Wellington Saints.
And Carlin Davison orchestrating the whole time.
This time Samuel working on Aaliyah and finishing. So big start to this third quarter from Samuel. As you said, certainly want to get him involved, and he's been that in the opening 2 minutes of this half. There's some mishandle from Hunt.
It's the right idea, just a poorly executed pass. Cook, but right decision.
Cook Jr. pull-up J is no good. Davison. Going to work against his former side. Got a hand in there, Samuel. Now going back to work on Samuel. Now passing to Pepper. Another assist for Carlin. And he gave a big smile to the Airs bench as well. He's loving playing his former side.
And I think Elijah Pepper and everybody who's on the back end of some of these passes are loving playing with him as well.
Aaliyah turns down the 3, first look, but then goes, no, I'll still take it on. Doesn't drop. They chase down the rebound, but then lose it. I think off the foot of Aaliyah. And as always, he's smiling.
Body language with the Taranaki is interesting. They're going to need some energy from somewhere. Looking to execute a play Saint's going to try and take them out of it by face guarding Cook. Cook Jr.
Quinton Bailey's checked into the game. Year 12 in the league. Cook Jr. bringing the ball up the floor. Oh. Hand in there from Ingram and chases it down, but only straight back to Green, unfortunately. Was looking for Pepper. Bailey turns down the three. Ingram almost comes up with a steal. Cook grabs it. Pepper in the passing lane. Saints, multiple players showing their defensive abilities here. There, Aliyah is blown by Green, so fouls his fellow import.
Such an active team defensively, particularly with hand activity. High hands. Poking the ball out. Lots of long three.
Another long three from Green, an athletic rebound from Davison. Oh. Aliyah, good strong finish.
Davison just holding himself in the air, waiting for the Elijah Pepper cut to get taken away, and then finding him there, just doing his thing.
Oh, now a steal from Davison. What can he do? Ooh. And then the highlight reel dunk as well. He is enjoying playing his former side. There's no doubt about that, Carlin Davison. Assists, steals, and then a dunk. As you see a replay of this one, had all the time in the world, and reversed it, threw it down.
All smiles, all good energy there on the Saints bench.
22-point lead now to this Wellington Saints side. They led by 14 at the half, and they trailed by 4 at quarter time. But since then, it has been all the Wellington Saints. They have scored 47 points to the Airs 25.
They went away from Darnay Samuel there for what proved to be a little bit of a run for the Saints, but
Elijah Pepper with 25, leading all the scorers. 11 points to Hunt, 10 points to Ingram. Also 9 to Aliyah for the Saints, while the leading scorer is still Green for Taranaki with 12, and Samuel joining Jones and Cook with 9 points.
Isaiah Liafa checked in. Yeah, this group I'm interested in.
Robertson also into the game, another guard, as Pepper gets a rear breather. Cook taking on Davison, kicks it out to Green. Good defense by Davison. Good pass from Bailey inside. This time Davison is going to be called for the basket interference.
Not sure about that. Just doing it all. Yeah, I don't know. Robertson getting a call on the deep dive, deep catch by Taranaki and Quinton Bailey.
Liafa, I think, just mishandled the dribble, but came off a Taranaki player. And here we see just, hard to tell from that angle whether it was of the cylinder or not, but he certainly thought it wasn't. The officials thought otherwise. Ingram, strong. And he's having a good scoring night as well. Ingram, Bailey.
Baby hook.
And it's not the first time we've seen that tonight. Well executed by Quinton Bailey. Quick response from Taranaki. Aliyah driving to the basket where he is fouled. Good work from the camera down that end, just getting out of the way as well.
Just heard Coach Young talking about quick decisions, encouraging his team to make those sort of what are called domino decisions. 0.5 decisions, pass, shoot, or drive in 0.5 of a second.
Back at the Chemist Warehouse drive. Alia successful with his first. And the second. Best free throw shooting team in the league. It helps when your bigs can shoot the free throws well. Alia can.
What that decision-making strategy does is the ball just doesn't stop.
Cook Jr. Throws it up, trying to get it to come off the glass, but off the mark. And
I know Samuel went down there with an ankle injury. He seems to be okay.
Yeah, things slipped on the floor. So the mops are out.
I think it was Pepper trying to navigate around the screen, and they got tangled up.
So Taranaki Samuel makes his way to the floor. You see a replay of it. Yep, you're right. Got tangled up.
Here we go with Elijah and Isaiah on the baseline in both opposite corners. And so Adana Robinson with the ball carrying responsibilities.
Yeah, Aaron Young not afraid of giving the 17-year-old rookie in this game too those responsibilities. Pepper is double teamed and finds a layer, but then loses the handle.
I was about to say that was an amazing pass by Pepper.
How he found him round the corner, I do not know.
He kind of put a little spin on that thing, and it rolled right into Leah's hands.
Taranaki just trying to get it going. Try and get this game close. Wow, from distance. Doesn't finish.
Marcel Jones missing the diagonal roll there on the reject.
Leafa, a no look, then over the back pass, and Robinson finishes it. So it's an assist. Quite a ridiculous pass from Leafa.
Isaiah Leafa looking right at home. Ooh.
Oh, now is this for Cook Jr. behind the back pass?
Okay. Anything you can do?
I can do better, says Cook Jr. Wow, and most importantly, it was finished. Because otherwise, it doesn't mean much. Here's the overhead pass there. Look at that. From Leafa, Robertson finishing.
That little off-foot floater that I don't know Robinson has is money for him.
Yeah, loving this opportunity for the Saints. 17-year-old. Davison blows by his man, finds Pepper in the corner, closed out from Cook. So he goes on the dribble, bounce past Davison, out to Ingram, who can't finish. But Pepper comes up with a steal and finishes. And he has 27, Elijah Pepper. Well, he had a career-high 30 the other night. Well on pace for that. Well, he's on pace for 40 plus.
He anticipates the ball so well. Bring that thing down, it's gone. Such strong hand strength.
Samuel turns down the three the first time, then finds a bit of space and shoots the three. Short.
I think the Saints could live with that shot.
Pepper off the body of Samuel, can't finish. And driving is Cook. Tried to get up and over Davison. He didn't, but then the putback by Vaya.
Aaron Young with the timeout.
And now we've got a replay of the Cook Jr. behind the backs pass. Oh, that is beautiful. And knocked down as well, most importantly, by Riley Tuta as well. Inspired, do you think, by what he saw from the alpha? Well, I'll show you what I got my box of tricks as well.
Yeah, possibly. I think it just comes natural for both of these guys. Coincidentally, just happen to be back-to-back plays, but yeah, good to see both plays executed and finished with a make.
Well, Cook Jr. was kept pretty quiet as the league's leading assist man, only 2 in the first half. He did have 9 points, but certainly expected more from him, given how well he has performed so far this season. 11 assists per game. But well nullified by the Saints, getting the ball out of his hands, stopping him from being that playmaker, Troy.
Yeah, they're doing a good job in their hard show coverages. The Saints are really encouraging him to get off the ball and then not allowing him to get easy catches where he wants them. They're also taking away a lot of those exit passes where he gets into space. So basically saying we can live with him on the mid-range, which I think is a good strategy.
So we'll see what the Saints have drawn up out of that timeout. Their starting 5 other than Liafa on the floor. He's on the floor for Aaliyah. Pepper open for 3. You can't do that. We've seen enough of Elijah Pepper for the first 3 rounds. He's deadly and he has 30. Level with his career high from Monday night.
I think we're really starting to see Pepper and Elijah. Elijah.
Oh, Davison out of the way. Throws it down. And he loved that one.
He talked about playing against his brothers, and I'm sure they're going to hear about that one at the end of the game.
Well, Cook cops a stray elbow, I think, to the nether regions. Pepper was the one that copped it from Cook.
Maybe that's the only way to guard him.
But he managed to get up and tip the rebound to Liafa, who is then fouled by Samuel. Wow.
Carlin Davison showing us everything tonight.
Here's a replay of the Davison dunk.
Off one leg.
Ears were quick to get out of the way there. Knew what was happening.
Closer to the free throw line than it was to the charge circle too.
Yeah, he took off from distance. You know, came in questionable on Monday with an Achilles problem. Showed no signs of that. I feel like he was maybe hampered with it a bit on Monday.
Yes.
But it hasn't looked like he's been hampered whatsoever today. Chunga for 3. It's short. Almost chases down the rebound. Not quite able to keep it in bounds.
Great job from Carlin Davison, telling the young fella to keep shooting the ball. That's the right read. Player goes under the handoff, shoot the ball.
Yeah, great leadership from Davison. Still a young man himself, but already veteran status in this league, really.
Really just impressed with his overall maturity. His growth over the last 3 seasons.
Green inside. Knocked away by Davison. But a foul, I think, before that. Foul going on Aubrey Chunga. So Xavier Green to go to the Chemist Warehouse stripe to shoot a couple. And of course, every free throw made contributes to the Chemist Warehouse Hoops and Schools program. You want to get hoops for your school? Thanks to Chemist Warehouse Hoops and Schools, you could do so now. Applications now open for Tasman, West Coast and Canterbury. Check out how to apply at Basketball New Zealand's website. Or you can scan that QR code on screen as well. Get hoops at your school. Unsuccessful with the second. Rebound pulled in by Hunt. Liafa. Chunga this time, chased off the three-point line, and lovely drive and dish to Hunt, who finishes. Good maturity from the 17-year-old.
Yeah, all executed and created by Isaiah's skip pass to the corner, which forced the long closeout.
They are there taking on the young man Chunga and finishing. Good work from Luka Vea. Pepper for 3. It's good. A little handoff from
Davison.
Created the space for Pepper. He has 33. We haven't played 3 quarters yet.
Davison is trying to get him and his teammates, I mean him as in Elijah Pepper, and everyone else involved.
Yeah, it's wonderful to see Carlin Davison. Seeing this team that Aaron Young has assembled really start to click. We saw it without Liafa on Monday against the Tuatara. And it's gone to another level with Liafa, of course, back for the first time from that broken foot.
Saints look to switch everything there to negate any of that action.
It's Green, 6 seconds on the shot clock. From range again. Good work on the O glass by Bailey, but he can't finish. And that will do it. The 3-quarter time here at TSB Arena in Wellington. And it's the Saints up by 28. The Wellington Saints 91, leading the Taranaki Ears 63.
So you, my man, $100 up for grabs. That means close, but give it up for Matt, ladies and gentlemen. That's going to jackpot to 900 to our next home game. That's our good friends at Club Active for the McGilla Thriller.
In Wellington, opening game of round 4 of the Sal's NBL, and it's the hometown Saints up by 28. 91-63 over the Taranaki Ears. A reminder of the Sal's deal this week. $30 for a large cheese pizza is the online code Sal's Assist 26. Valid until next Wednesday. Otherwise, scan the QR code to get a $30 large cheese pizza. Thanks to our naming rights partners, Sal's. And we've had the box score at 3-quarter time delivered to us. Carlin Davison with 13 assists, Troy. And the Saints overall, as we get back underway, 29.
Yeah, they're just finding space, getting into driving lanes and getting off the ball. I think it goes back to Coach Aaron Young's persistent communication of quick decisions. Get off the ball quickly, let the ball do the work.
Another familiar hook from top of the basket from Quinton Bailey as another alley-oop, this time for Gold, who was slightly put off so he couldn't throw it down, but good finish nonetheless.
Yeah, with my coaching hat on, that was a perfectly executed coverage solution against a hard show. Short roll into Alia, and then cut and slide with Sam on the baseline, and he ends up with a fantastic single-hand putback.
And now Pepper, as we see a replay of that.
Yeah, good shot.
Lovely work and good finish too by Gold. He wasn't alone. Under pressure, able to kiss it off the glass.
Perfectly executed solution against the hard show by the Saints there.
Now the Chemist Warehouse stripe is Elijah Pepper. See that few of the starting lineup and Liafa on the bench. Hunt and Also, Carlin Davison getting a well-earned rest.
What's your shoe game like, Brenton?
Not good.
Not good?
Not good. No, I wouldn't have a clue what the
Me neither.
What the latest shoes are.
Well, I'm not sure what those are that Elijah Pepper has, but
they look good.
They look good.
And they obviously work.
They look light, very light. I did love Kobe's, so I'm pretty sure they are, but I'm not sure. It's been a while since I played, so.
Of course, we can excuse you. Bailey called for the foul. There's Liafa's going to check back into the game for Alana Robertson. Carlin Davison 2 for gold.
Taranaki needs to try and do something a little bit different here. Great
Lovely pass. We were right in line with that from our commentary position. You can see him thread the needle. And now you don't want to be doing that when Liafa's around.
Pass.
And now open 3 for the captain. Doesn't go. It's a great pass from Pepper to find Liafa after Liafa tipped him the loose ball.
It's a bit of shooting practice here for the Saints.
You forget it's the first time these guys have played together in a proper game, Pepper and Liafa, but they already seem to have quite the combination going.
It's kind of scary. Taranaki there on that last possession, a little bit late on the last rotation. Last help should be over a little bit earlier.
Yeah, scary for the league, that's for sure. Oh, Davison outlet pass for Pepper for 3 from the corner.
No way.
No good.
Not sure if Carlin meant for that to be on point, on time for the corner. It seems that way.
The way he's been going today, you got to say yes. As Assar Munir checks into the game for the first time, fresh off 22 points earlier today in Rapid League action. As Aaron Young willing to trust more of his bench.
First Rapid League player to get to 50 points.
Yeah, this season. Did it in style. And the Saints came out winners after trailing by 15 in the second quarter in Rapid League action. Gets the shooters rolled as Marcel Jones. Hand off to Munir, but good hands from Vea. Now finds Tuta driving, tried to return it to Vea. Unable to do so. We weren't quite on the same page. Oh, lovely alley-oop. And assaulting the rim and called for it is Carlin Davison, who was just trying to enjoy himself after throwing that one down.
He likes the air up there. He wants to hang out there a little bit longer.
He's called for the technical.
Here we go.
Tuta to shoot. Gets the bonus basket. Riley Tuta. And you hear a few boos ring out around TSB Arena. Not happy with that one.
It is one of those ones where you're like, let him have a little bit of fun.
Davison rebound. There's only one man ever getting that board. Pepper for 3 again. He's shooting at every opportunity, Elijah Pepper, except when he's throwing it up for an alley-oop for Davison. 34 he has to comfortably lead all scorers. Bailey has his hand knocked by Ingram. Hunt with 13, Aliyah with 13, Ingram with 12, Gold with 10, and Davison has done everything really but score in bunches. He has 8. And a couple of changes for both sides. Ingram will take a seat. See Marcel Jones also check out for Taranaki as Green working on Hunt. From the corner for 3. In fact, it's deep 2. At a foot just on inside the arc.
I'm not sure if that's going to be the solution for Taranaki, not just in this game, but in future games.
Good out there pass to Green, who's able to drop it in. And timeout called by the Saints. There's a little run there by Taranaki, eating into this deficit. 6.5 minutes remaining. If they can continue to put a couple of runs together, this could get interesting. But the Saints, Aaron Young just wanting to stop any momentum there for Taranaki, Troy.
Yeah, I love this about Aaron Young. He has a standard, and he makes sure that he plays every possession, whether he's up by 30, whether he's up by 20 or 2 points. And so this timeout, let everyone know we're still in a match. We're still, every possession counts. We still want to make sure that we are playing the right way every time. So
Xavier Green still leading the Ears with 17. Quinton Bailey with 14. Nearly all from that little baby hook. And Marcel Jones with 11. And Samuel and Cook with 9. So they shared the scoring, but they just haven't been able to live with the scoring power of the Saints. The Ears are probably on track to what they've been averaging, really, with 74 at this stage. But, yeah, it's been the Saints who have just been exploding offensively.
I think when you have another option, too, with Isaiah Liafa coming in, even though he only has 4, I think the gravity that he provides really opens up space and lanes for the likes of Carlin and Pepper to get theirs.
Davison again bringing the ball up court. Gold. Hand off to Robertson. Eventually finds Davison. Now Hunt with a bounce pass. Baseline to Pepper, who finishes. He just keeps scoring. 36 now for Elijah Pepper.
Difficult to guard Elijah Pepper. Taranaki has been top locking him, which is basically forcing him away from the screen. He's just so good at reading that and getting that backdoor cut.
Bailey for 3 from the corner. It rims out. Unfortunate for the vet, Quinton Bailey. Davison for 3. Just walks into it. And he told Taranaki to take a timeout.
Yes.
The audacity.
Yes. You need a timeout, I think was what he said.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, we haven't seen that from Cullen at all. Just a walk-up 3.
He's mostly been, you don't know exactly. He's been orchestrating, he's been passing, getting teammates involved, but I suppose now it's just enjoying himself, right?
And that's been a knock on his overall skills package, is his inability to stretch the floor at times with his shooting, and showing it right there that he's very capable.
Yeah, outstanding New Zealand forward in the game last season with the Taranaki Ears, of course. Big off-season signing is McKellar, the Gorilla, getting the fans into it here at TSB Arena, and they are certainly enjoying themselves this Thursday night as we tip off round 4 of the Sal's NBL. Those back-to-back feats seem a distant memory now for this Wellington Saints, Troy.
Yes. I mean, they're a completely different team. They're definitely finding their feet. They're finding their defensive identity along with their offensive identity. Yeah, I think you're going to see this team take leaps and bounds over the next couple of weeks. And then they have other pieces too, which may get interesting.
Taranaki with possession out of that timeout. Bailey drives and finishes. Well, we've seen that baby hook, but he's showing us his other bag of tricks as well.
Yes. Super high level of IQ for Bailey.
Hey, who's in help? Who's in help?
Hunt backs up Green. Good work defensively by Green. Comes up with the steal and takes on Ingram and finishes. Xavier Green.
Saints need to be careful here.
Foul on Bailey. I think that might be him gone. Yeah, it was on Quinton Bailey, so that's his 5th. He fouls out.
A bit of a shining light there for Taranaki.
Yeah, he's been very good off the bench tonight, that's for sure. 16 points he finishes with Quinton Bailey. So he'll play no further part over this remaining 4 minutes 50-odd. There's Robertson bringing it over half court. He gets all the way to the rim and finishes with their left hand. Great work from the teenager.
Yeah, the defense got caught behind there on the hip. I don't know, using his explosiveness to get by. And then easy left hand, inside hand finish on his preferred hand.
There's Jordy Cooper checking in for the Airs as Tane Samuel has picked up his 4th foul. Riley Tuta checks out. Gold. Ingram. Robertson. Aaliyah. Trying to find Ingram. Attempted the bounce pass off the legs of Samuel. Shot clock will be reset 14. As deeper in the bench they go.
Yeah, in come the young boys, young men.
Shunga. Pilcher, year 2. Both these players in their 2nd year with the Saints. 22 and 17 respectively. Great pass by Hunt. Great drive by Robertson, who gets the and one as well. And pulled up by a number of his teammates from Rapid League action earlier today. They were all smiles. Love that from Alana Robertson. As we're going to see the last member of the starting 5 check out, and Jordan Hunt, and in comes Darius Latu.
It's the Rapid group.
Yeah, it certainly is.
Let's see if they can execute Coach Aaron Young's strategy.
Jones backing down Latu, cross court to Tamatia, and trying to find Vea, unable to find him. Tamatia, likewise part of the Rapid League game earlier this evening for the Airs. He was impressive, the young guard. 17, a student at New Plymouth Boys High School. Gold for 3. It doesn't drop. Vea with the rebound. Loses the handle. Get across half court in time. Samuel banging bodies with Gold. A big task for Gold. And hands it off to Jones, who finishes. Now Munia.
Coach Aaron Young encouraging them to push the ball, keep playing at pace.
Hand off to Latu, who somehow keeps possession. Can't finish, but is fouled.
Hassan to Latu connection, looking really good.
So Darius Latu. And the rookies on this Saints roster. Another 17-year-old. Unsuccessful with the first. And rolls in the second.
Everybody clap your hands.
Alana Robertson is back on.
Yeah, Saints just not giving an inch, putting pressure on the ball.
Yeah, the Rapid League side. Trying to keep the pressure on. As good work from Xavier Green. Attacking Arthur Pilcher.
Just loosened him up a little bit. Was able to reject the screen, get by the hip, and then full extension. Little English on the backboard.
And earns a chance to make it a three-point play as well from the Chemist Warehouse stripe. Does Xavier Green, and does so. So he has 22 points to lead the Ears tonight. Latu, hand off to Munir. Robertson. Pilcher drives. And earns a trip to the free throw line, I believe. No, it's going to be loose ball, excuse me, off the Ears. And be in the Saints ball inbounds play. Two and a half minutes remaining. As Jordy Cooper checks back in. The rookie for Taranaki, and Xavier Green checks out. Might be the last we see of him tonight. Chunga for three after the inbounds play. Can't convert. Latu almost chases down the rebound and keeps it in play. There's now a 16-year-old Cooper James for his first minutes in the Sal's NBL. Saw him earlier in Rapid League. But the 16-year-old, year 12 student at New Plymouth Boys into the action. Congratulations to him. Saw him knock down a big three in Rapid League. Certainly not afraid to shoot. Tamatea attacking, unable to convert now. Rebound Aubrey Chunga, and he's on his way downhill. He is fouled by Tuta.
That'll get Aubrey to the line.
Yeah, they're in the bonus.
Aubrey taking a leaf out of Carlin Davison's book. Gets the offense, gets the defensive rebound and pushes it himself.
Yeah, he's capable of doing that. Certainly a great athlete. Aubrey Chunga had 14 points against the Giants last Saturday. That one off the front of the iron. Doesn't drop.
No let up here from the Saints. Full court pressure.
Oh, you never know. Points differential could be crucial come later in the season.
Yeah, and getting back to what Coach Aaron Young and Coach Chris Tugu have implemented in this team. Every position matters.
Three. Heavy from Pilcher. James on the break. Holds it up. Tried the handoff of Tamatea. Robertson, I think, is going to be called for the foul. Or just off Robertson. As Robertson thought he had knocked it off Tamatea. So it remains Ears ball. Jones for three. That's good. Saw him knock down three in quick succession earlier in the game.
Been pretty quiet since then.
It has. Hasn't helped the Ears cause. Had a bit of foul trouble earlier as well, Marcel Jones. There's 16 for the night. Munir for three. No good. Got a bit too excited with that one, perhaps. Yes. Cooper James leading the break.
He had the lane going baseline, but chose to pull back.
James handoff to Cooper. Tuta.
Great switch there by Arthur Pilcher.
James for three from the corner. First points in the NBL for the 16-year-old.
Well done.
Cooper James. Pilcher, attacking and finishing. Good strong move back down the other end after the James three. We'll work out our MVP as well. I don't know if you can go past someone who scores 36 points, despite how good Carlin Davison has been. I don't know how you feel there, Troy.
Yeah, I agree.
So
36 points is tough to go by.
Yeah.
But I very much enjoyed Carlin Davison's overall game today.
Troy will try and catch up with Isaiah Liafa post-game as well. The captain being back, and what a performance from his side as the Saints running up big winners here. There's Manier. Lovely spin move, but can't finish. And that will do us. The Wellington Saints, 22-point winners here at TSB Arena to tip off round 4 action in the NZNBL. 111-89. They have run out here. As we've got still time on the clock for free throws. So the crowd's making their way to the exits already, but we're not quite done here. So there will be an inbound play here. Just waiting for the game clock to be reset. You can understand the confusion that the fans have left because the clock's showing 0.
We've got 1 second, we're going to count it.
So there'll be 1 second. The officials making their way over to let us know. So they're going to have to do a quick catch and shoot situation. Tuta does put it up. It looks pretty good out of the hand, but it comes off the rim and away. And now, second time lucky, we are done. And that is a 22-point win for the Wellington Saints. 111-89 to start round 4 of the NZNBL. 36 points to Elijah Pepper, 13 apiece to Allaire and Hunt, 12 to Ingram and 10 to Gold. A number of big performances. Well, for the Airs, in a losing effort, Xavier Green was big, 22 points for him, 16 apiece for Marcel Jones and Quinton Bailey as well. But it was the Saints who come out winners this afternoon, or this evening. 111-89, and that was after they trailed by 4 at quarter time. They took charge in that second quarter to take a 14-point lead at the half, and there was no catching them from then on. Very impressive performance. Carlin Davison had 11 points, but did a bit of everything: assists, rebounds, steals, and a key contributor against his former side for the first time playing the Taranaki Airs. Certainly enjoyed the moment. There was no doubt about that. As Troy McLean is standing by, looking to get Isaiah Liafa, who had a standout effort in his return as well. Great to see the captain back for the Wellington Saints as they're just in their huddle. And once they're out of that huddle, Troy McLean, 6-time NBL champion, excuse me, will speak with Isaiah Liafa. Of course, outstanding Kiwi Guard Award last year for the Wellington Saints. A key factor in them winning their 13th NBL title. And now standing by with Isaiah Liafa is Troy McLean.
Hey, Zach, great game. Good to get that first one out the way. How'd you feel?
Yeah, I felt good out there, obviously trying to get my legs and get the rhythm back and, you know, play with these guys. I haven't really played with them, you know, too much during training, so just kind of trying to get my rhythm back.
Nice. How about the identity of the team? I feel like you guys are starting to hit your stride in certain areas. What's your thoughts on your offensive identity and defensive identity?
Yeah, obviously, you know, we're playing decent basketball at the moment and just trying to be consistent. Obviously, we've got 10 days off, you know, coming up, so just kind of build back in. And, you know, for me, just trying to get my legs, and all my threes were short, so I was just trying to get up and down and, you know, do the best I could.
Nice. Good to have you back, brother.
Appreciate it.
Easy.
Isaiah Liafa there 4 points on his return, but 8 assists as well. Real floor general is Isaiah Liafa. And a key contributor is here we see the Chemist Warehouse stats line as well. Elijah Pepper, 36 points to lead all scorers. Xavier Green with 20. And then Hunt, Alaire, Ingram, Davison, all in double digits for the Saints. Well, there's 4 other players in double digits for the Airs, but no one was hanging with Elijah Pepper. Hunt, another big game with the rebounding. He had 8 along with Marcel Jones. Carlin Davison with 7 boards as well to go with all the assists we're about to see. Alaire, the 7. There we go. Davison finishing with 13 assists. And Aaron Cook Jr., who came in averaging 11 a game, kept to just 4. Troy, that shows the great work that they did defensively on the point guard.
I thought they really negated him the entire game. They wanted other people to beat them, and they did a good job of just negating his ability to get into the paint.
Pepper and Davison with 4 and 3 steals respectively, as well as they round out big winners here. As Isaiah Liafa mentioned, the Saints not back in action until Sunday week when they host the Franklin Bulls at Te Raupaha Arena. Well, for the Taranaki Airs, as you can see, this Saturday, 3:30, they are taking on the Nelson Giants at the Trafalgar Centre. Games to come tomorrow, the Nuggets hosting the Jets. The Phi then taking on the Bulls. That's from Tauranga on Saturday afternoon. The Giants Airs game, as I mentioned, and then the Hawks to round out the day up against the Tuatara from Napier. So still plenty of great Sal's NBL action to come this evening, or this weekend, excuse me. But Troy, your final thoughts on this one? A very impressive performance from your Wellington Saints.
Yeah, it's a little bit scary to think about the potential, especially with other guys coming in, and obviously Isaiah still getting there. But I just want to shout out Jordan Hunt, someone we forgot about the last game with his 15 rebounds, 31 plus minus here. So led that team along with Dante Ingram, 31 plus minus. So Jordan doing a great job of when he's on the floor, contributing in ways that we may not see on the scoreboard in terms of points, but definitely doing his thing.
Well, that does it here for our coverage of the opening game of round 4 of Sal's NBL action. The Saints running out big winners, 111-89 over the Taranaki Airs. A big thank you to Troy McLean and all of the team here at TSB Arena in Wellington. I'm Brenton Munasoro, wishing you all a good weekend. Mā te wā.